Right, it's that magical time of year again when I empty my pockets, confuse myself and find that missing dice from last year. Hello everyone, my name is Chase and I am a Mentalist Magician, and welcome to my everyday carry for 2025. This is the stuff that I carry with me pretty much most of the time, not just as a mentalist, not just as a magician, but someone who just owns too many pairs of sunglasses. Let's start where I always start. The shiny bits, the sunglasses, the rings, the necklaces. Not very magical at first glance, but they're basically extensions of my personality at this point. Since last year's video, I've now updated to 6 rings, some for fashion, some for tricks, some for distraction. It's basically just the magician version of jazz hands. That's not even jazz hands. Jazz hands is that. The necklaces, yeah, you know, fashionable if I do say so myself, but they could also be used for like pendulum-y tricks as well. So yeah, as much as I've always worn necklaces throughout my whole entire life, I do often use these for pendulum style tricks. And of course the sunglasses. I've got 16 pairs of sunglasses that all match exactly what I'm wearing, the outfits of the day. Again, very much part of my image, my personality, and does really help when I am reading someone's mind with intense eye contact. Am I in your mind yet? Moving on to an actual new item for 2025 is Liquid Spectrum by Tobias Dostal. Last year I used Liquify by Tobias Dostal most of the time, and I'll be honest, I lost the gimmick. Yep, I lost it, and then I started carrying around different versions of it that come in the box, but again I lost them as well. So yeah, I've moved on to Liquid Spectrum, which I was performing at around about the same time. My go-to for the Liquid Spectrum is the Sharpie melt trick that comes with it. There's loads of other versions of it, and sometimes I will take those other gimmicks. I'm not going to show them on camera, but I do take them with me depending on the situation that I am going out to. Which brings me nicely to the Humble Sharpie. One normal one for writing predictions and, you know, normal things, I suppose. One that burns blisters into my hand as a reveal. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I won't reveal how that works, but yeah, it's one of my go-to tricks. Because, you know, I thought, pain, hey, let's add that to my magical repertoire. One that hides a playing card, because, well, you know, just obviously. And another new addition to 2025 is Outside the Box, which I won't perform on camera. I've actually performed it quite a lot on camera in a lot of my shorts recently, but it basically makes me make a pen or a Sharpie disappear. It doesn't have to be a Sharpie, it can literally be any object, but it's called Outside the Box, and I have that with me most of the time whenever I leave. Honestly, I've probably got more Sharpies than an office supply cupboard at this point, but they're good to have, and I usually carry a spare with me as well, just in case that one runs out, because Sharpies do run out, and the worst thing to do is when you're saying, hey, can you sign this card for me? Mate, your pen don't work. Ah. Now I'm in trouble. A nice little segue from Sharpies are, well, I need something to write on, so I usually just carry a stack of blank business cards, or billets as we call them in the magic realm, and I usually just have 1 or 2 elastic bands around them to keep them together. If I'm not using these, I am probably just going to be using one of my own tricks off peak travel, which is basically just normal train tickets. And yeah, if you want to pick up that trick yourself, cheeky little plug, off peak travel, link in description. Next up is my yes, no cards. Real dead simple trick. Quite difficult to perform because it's all about influencing, and sometimes it goes right, sometimes it doesn't go right. If you want to see me actually performing it, check out last week's video because I performed that to 2 people and they were pretty amazed, and it worked very, very well. Next up, the coin spin and balance. I do this literally every day, and I can't remember who came up with it, but it's basically coin yoga, and people freak out when they see it, and I don't freak out at the moment because I was going to show you it on camera for this video, and it's usually my wallet, but they're not in their usual position, so I'm minorly freaking out a little bit. Next up is loops. I have loops legends in the Inner Circle collection, so I've got plenty of these. I know plenty of tricks with them, and I actually perform with loops in different ways that most people don't perform with. It's kind of something I pride myself on. But if you don't know what loops are, the best way to describe them is like Jedi powers in your pocket for freaking people out, moving objects off your mind, scaring your nan, you know, those classic sort of things. Now yes, I do carry my phone with me at all times. This is an everyday carry. I'm currently using my phone to film this video, so I can't show you it. And yes, it is a normal phone. I can text, I can call, I can play games, but it is also full of magic apps. Another staple is a dice. Dice. Which one is it? This. I've done so many routines with a dice on this channel, and I've spoken about my dice tricks an awful lot. It's basically a gambling addiction with a hint of misdirection at this point. But yeah, always carry a dice with me. Of course, cards. Always cards. I own over 100 decks of cards, and all of them have to match whatever I am wearing, because apparently even pocket lint has a sense of fashion. This also comes with my card holder that I just threw down, knowing that I was going to talk about it on camera, but it just means that my cards and decks don't get scuffed up when I'm walking around, unlike the last item in this video, which is my own little baby colour fill. It's part game, part reading, part colourful chaos. It's rough, it's versatile, and it's very, very me. And if you want to pick up one yourself, you can. Link will be in the description. Now, you're probably wondering, where on earth do I put all this stuff? Well, some of it are just ordinary objects, like my sunglasses, my rings, my phone, but I do take pocket management very, very seriously. Literally everything has a place, and everything should be in its place at all times for ease of access, seamless performances. Basically, my pockets are like Mary Poppins's bag, or the TARDIS, bigger on the inside. So that's my 2025 EDC everyday carry, and just so you're aware, I do also perform a lot, and I mean a lot, of propless effects. Most of this time, the stuff that you've seen in this video isn't even used. Finally, you know the drill: like, comment, subscribe, summon a demon, I don't know, all that YouTubey stuff really helps. Means I'll do another EDC 2026. That's a scary thought, isn't it? But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Probably wearing a different pair of sunglasses. See you later.